Coffee County residents are furious with how animal control is euthanizing dogs. Just last night, an animal control officer shot a dog in the head and then dumped it into the garbage. Late Monday night, Manchester Animal Control Officer Charlie Brown shot and killed what he thought was an unhealthy stray dog. His friend Bill Albert says Brown thought that the 16-year-old dog was in pain. He was left with a tough choice to make.
It was after hours, and Charlie had to make a decision either to let it suffer or, put it down.
It turns out that the dog's name was Toby, and he was a longtime pal to Brian Pennington, Coffee County Mayor David Pennington's son.
Really, I was devastated that it happened to my son, but also I would be devastated if this happened to anybody else's son or daughter.
Save our dogs!
County residents reacted strongly to the incident. Jeremy Crowell organized a protest of nearly 24 people to bring awareness to inhumane euthanasia.
We believe the Tennessee Code specifically states that euthanasia should be performed by a licensed veterinarian or an agent that has had a certified euthanasia course. Shooting a dog, of course, would not be proper euthanasia for an animal.
But was this an act of animal cruelty? Or were animal control officers doing only what they were told was procedure? Concerned citizen Vera Lund says Brown is not to blame.
This guy that shot the dog, he should have never been made to make that judgment call. He should have had an on-staff vet that he could have taken that dog to.
The big question is this a policy or a money issue? The animal shelter has an annual budget of $100,000, which is divided into things like veterinary costs, training sessions, salaries, and insurance. But there is not enough money to hire an on-call vet.
It's not about the money side of it. It's about the policy and procedure to make sure that they do know the policy and procedures, to make sure that they are trained and that they do go to school.
Coffee County residents hope that the animal shelter and county officials take responsibility of their actions and prevent bad situations like this one from ever happening again. Grace Young, News Channel 5 HD. Many gathered here today at the Hendersonville Church of Christ to celebrate the life of the Queen of Country Music, Kitty Wells.
They left one by one as their work here was done. Gone home. They have gone home.
She is the Queen of Country Music, always will be. We're going to go say farewell to the Queen.
Inside the church, her loved ones and many familiar faces paid tribute to Kitty the best way they knew how.
They joined the heavenly fold.
It was her music, after all, that changed the lives of so many women.
There would not have been a Patsy Cline or a Loretta Lynn or a Dolly Parton or a Janis Joplin or a Britney Spears.
As the first woman in country music, Kitty Wells made it possible for the rest.
She opened doors for women, across the world, She really did.
It was in 1952 when Kitty's song Honky Tonk Angels made her the first woman to have a #1 song. She later became the first female artist to receive a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award. The landmark Kitty Wells made in country music is not the only thing that makes her a queen. She was also the queen of a family.
She had her priorities in order. I don't think she ever knew how big a star she was. I think she probably knew what a good wife and mother and grandmother she was. I don't know if she ever knew how big a star she was.
Maybe she didn't, but everyone else did.
She walked into a room, the presence of royalty and the regalness of a queen was on her. It was just a presence that was there.
Join the heavenly fold.
And on this day, we say goodbye to the Queen of Country Music with one last standing ovation. Kitty Wells paved the way for women in country music. Her legend lives on today, tomorrow, and forever. It's a classic story of a Good Samaritan helping others, and it's happening in our own backyard. Meet Gary Starrins.
That picture was probably when I was 4 or 5 years old.
He was once the poster child for cerebral palsy. Now, Gary is much older. His home of 33 years has been everything but accommodating to his disability. Take a look at his old bathroom.
I'd have to call somebody to come over and pick me up, set me on the toilet.
Now meet Mr. Fix-It. Career contractor Michael Hasse is talented with a hammer.
What we're doing here is looking for a leaking water line.
But his true gift is his heart of gold. Michael has chosen to put his handyman services toward folks like Gary Starrins, who need it most, both physically and financially.
It's a Hoyer lift, and it picks me up.
To ease Gary's everyday struggle, Michael began building him a new bathroom.
His wheelchair just wouldn't get through it. Then when you came through this door, there was a 2-foot door into the bathroom here.
Michael transformed Gary's old bathroom into a new ADA-compatible luxury. That old cast-iron bathtub was replaced with a state-of-the-art shower, complete with increased floor space and a sink that Gary can reach.
I couldn't do that before either.
A renovation like this one would normally cost a pretty penny.
I would say somewhere in the neighborhood of about $15,000.
But for Gary, his new bathroom was built free of cost.
It didn't cost me a penny.
Gary's new bathroom is one of the first renovations made by Michael's emerging not-for-profit called the Broken Rail, a faith-based contracting group mending fences and family relationships.
Upgrade or fix things that people can't afford to have done.
Thanks to Michael's hard work and the kind hearts of many others, Gary's life will now be much easier.
I love him. He changed my life just for that bathroom in there.
For more information or to make a donation, contact Murfreesboro Community Church at 849-3803. I'm Grace Young, reporting.